The family and many in the community questioning the actions of the federal marshals in this case. The men in uniform are forced to make split-second decisions. And for an insider's look into Thursday night's takedown that turned into a showdown, we turn to Laura Kavanaugh. She joins us live from the crime scene. Laura.
Dan, we are live at the West Medford Albertsons. A makeshift memorial now stands at the same site that 20-year-old Jimmy Georgeson was shot by federal officers as they say he tried to escape an arrest warrant. Now, the U.S. Federal Marshal Service is not speaking to media at this time, but now one former federal marshal breaking the silence, shedding some light on the anatomy of a takedown.
I was a manhunter. That's what you were.
As a retired U.S. Marshal, Bill Kiefer has tracked dangerous fugitives and executed countless warrants.
I did help with the Angela Davis thing, Vietnam conflicts and the civil disobedience. I was at the Seattle 7 trial.
Entangled with the most notorious of criminals.
Some of the harrowing things was in the witness protection program when you're guarding a mafia witness, La Cosa Nostra. I was shot at. I'd been stabbed.
The Rogue Valley resident who writes about his harrowing experiences in this tell-all book, In a Pig's Eye, has tracked criminals from L.A. to New York and has had to make split-second calls in public places.
I had cause 2 times to draw my weapon in a satellite at L.A. International Airport. And I would have fired a gun, too, if the suspect hadn't have given up.
So when 3 federal marshals swarmed Jimmy Georgeson's car Thursday night in front of a crowded Albertsons grocery store, Kiefer says the marshals were bound by duty.
A police officer cannot pick and choose. He's sworn to defend the constitutions and the laws of the United States. And when he finds the person he's after, in this case a felon, and he has to apprehend them, he apprehends them. He can't wait till tomorrow.
Medford police say U.S. Marshals gunned down 20-year-old James Harrison Georgeson Jr. after they say he tried to escape an arrest warrant and used his car as a weapon, ramming the marshals' cars.
No one wants to use lethal force. And I would say, I would promise the best of my ability not to hurt your son. Thank you for helping me. I'd like to take him in without incident. But when he starts driving his vehicle into my vehicle, and we're talking about a large truck, a Dodge Durango, you're talking a deadly weapon.
Georgeson was wanted on federal charges for a probation violation after doing 2 years for assaulting a deputy United States Marshal. We're told those 3 marshals involved in Thursday's shooting have been placed on leave. As for the young fugitive, Kiefer says it's unfortunate that poor choices were made.
I feel sorry for the young man's family. Believe me, the Marshal Service doesn't, no police officer wants to hurt anybody. You're not out there to kill people. You'd like to take him in without incident. His own actions killed him, his own actions. Had he not rammed that large Dodge Durango into a marshal's vehicle, he'd be alive today.
Now back here live, 2011 was a deadly year for the law enforcement branch of the Justice Department. The total line of duty deaths totaled 154, with the number of federal marshals shot in the line of duty up by 9%. Now those 3 federal marshals that were involved in Thursday night's shooting have been placed on administrative leave. Live in West Medford, Laura Kavanaugh, NBC5 News.